It's another beautiful day, isn't it?
It is.
A fabulous sunrise this morning.
A sunrise. Well, we have one every day. That's a good indicator.
We do, but some are more spectacular than others, with more color, more texture. So
that sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. More color, more texture.
Yes.
More of this, a dab of that.
Oh, well. Anyway, Oprah Winfrey revealed she travels with her own supply of avocados, and she's got a staff member to take care of them for her.
Got to keep those things.
It must be nice to be rich and in touch with the common folk, don't you think? Yeah. Oh, well, when I'm rich, I'll travel with my own supply of Cadbury cream eggs.
Oh, I thought your own supply of dental floss.
No, I had Cadbury cream eggs, and a member of my staff will take care of them for me.
They'll eat them.
Yeah, well, I'll have another member of my staff who'll spy on the Cadbury cream egg custodian to make sure they don't eat any.
Yeah, I like that. Custodian. Yeah. Is that a new way to use that word?
I suppose. I do not watch any of the Hollywood entertainment industry awards programs. But I did read Ricky Gervais' comments.
You missed a good one.
In his monologue.
Yep.
You guys are all a bunch of phonies. Keep your political ideas to yourself because you don't know what you're talking about, and nobody cares. And you're the first ones. Yeah, you'll wave the flag of Me Too or whatever, but you're the first one that'll call your agent to talk to Harvey Weinstein when he might be hiring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, well.
I'm not waiting for that, but...
No. Anyway, hey, do you remember The Wiggles? The TV show for kids, The Wiggles?
No.
Well, they were from Australia, and they're reuniting for a fundraising concert to help Australian firefighters.
For the fire disaster there.
Yeah, I can remember watching The Wiggles with granddaughter Emily Ann and grandson JJ when they were with us for a while. And I'm figuring The Wiggles should probably just change their name to The Wrinkles now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you brought the grandkids into the thing to cover for you.
Exactly.
It's
because
really
I would never
interest.
admit I watched them on my own.
Yeah, it's really your thing, not theirs.
Yeah.
And they're not here to defend themselves. So
nope.
You might want to get a statement from them. That's probably what I would do.
Okay. Hey, we have birthdays today. Are you ready?
Yes, sirree. I'm ready.
Okay, how about our big shot birthdays? Singer Shirley Bassey is 83. Goldfinger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Game show host Bob Eubanks is 82. And Little Anthony Gordine of Little Anthony and the Imperials, 79. Singer Juanita Cowart-Martley of the Marvelettes, 76. Robbie Krieger of The Doors, 74. Actress Harriet Sansom Harris is 65. Actress Michelle Forbes is 55. Actress Maria Pitillo is 54. Actress Amber Benson is 43. Actress Gabby Hoffman is 38. And actress Cynthia Erivo of Harriet fame is 33. We've got local birthdays coming up. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, with a great variety of gift packs which can be shipped to your friends and loved ones all over the universe. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, with some tours. Every Tuesday and Friday, 10 a.m. Yuma time, you're invited to take a free tour at the Peanut Patch. Watch them make some of their great products. The Peanut Patch, open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. They are closed on Sundays. The Peanut Patch, with homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster forms. Pecan turtles to die for. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Don't forget, Every Tuesday and Friday, you're invited to take a free tour at the Peanut Patch. How do you get to the Peanut Patch? Well, Google Maps will take you there. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Angel Uribe, Melissa Moore, Johnny Ramos, Diana Moraz, Carmelo Rees, George Rees, Sue Leidick, John Elvis Cardenas, Concha Alvarez, Bill Burns, Christopher Alexander, Luz Carrera, Karina Lopez, Kerry Valdez, Norma Acuna, Erica Guerrero, Sarah Garcia, Christina Crankshaw, David Moreno, Felix Granich, Isabel Diaz, Jaime Lara, Lilian Agundes, Luis Briseño, Marisa Marmalejo, Pedro Perez, Ramiro Salas, Richard Flores, Roxanne Tapia, Serena Camillo, and Yoshi Reyes. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, coming up, what do we have, Gene? Look at world and California news, local news, and other good stuff, right?
Yeah, and you mentioned a little earlier this morning we have a news story that we'll share with you about the Imperial Avenue Overpass.
Finally,
it's only been about 25 years, maybe even longer.
I think it's been a little bit longer. It never should have been built the way it was built in the first place.
But that's a free-form design.
Yeah, look at all the money we saved when we didn't build it right.
Yeah. Or when we didn't build it.
Oh, well, lots of things going on around the Imperial Valley. We'll tell you about some of them, but if you want to know the definitive answer, go to the website, kxoradio.com, and click on the community calendar. Right?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. That's pretty much it. We've got lots and lots of news, so let's jump in a little bit early and get to that, okay?
Sounds good.
It's a look at world and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, you call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News special report. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell in a floor speech this morning says that President Trump's intentions in the Middle East are proper.
I believe the president wants to avoid conflict or needless loss of life, but is rightly prepared to protect American lives and interest.
President Trump expected to speak with reporters about Iran's attacks on 2 U.S. military facilities in Iraq in a half hour. CBS military and homeland security analyst Sandy Winnefeld.
I do think that the proxies in Iraq do want a piece of this action, and so it's not a good time to be complacent about self-defense for our troops.
CBS's Elizabeth Palmer in Tehran.
Iranians that I've spoken to are very worried. You know, they've been suffering badly from sanctions, and they really dread a war.
In Iran, crews have recovered the black boxes from the wreckage of a crashed Ukrainian jetliner. All 176 people aboard were killed, 63 of them Canadian nationals. CBS News Special Report, I'm Gary Nunn.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Affordable, quiet, and reliable, you can count on a furnace from York because it's backed by the strongest warranties available. It's just another way we install confidence. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501 to learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. That's 353-4501. Contractor license 696-216.
California headline news. In the wake of Iran's missile strike on Iraqi bases where U.S. troops are stationed, Stanford professor Abbas Milani says the response indicates a lack of desire for a further escalation of tensions.
The choice of these 2 bases, to me, indicate that they want to have a retaliation, but they don't want to have a retaliation that will force Trump to attack on a much larger basis in Iran.
Milani is co-founding director of the Iran Democracy Project and director of Iranian Studies at Stanford. Residents calling for government leaders to shut down the Aliso Canyon gas storage facility, calling on Governor Newsom to act on his promise to help.
We need Governor Newsom to pass that with executive order saying Aliso Canyon will be shut down within a year.
Gas storage facility leaked huge amounts of methane between 2015 and 2016. Porter Ranch residents want the location closed. SoCal gas officials who operate it say studies show Aliso Canyon is still needed. Storm system moving into Northern California tonight. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning, heating, and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
The famous Meat Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Loaded with over a pound of meat and cheese. Get yours for just $10 for a limited time. Only at Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Ask for deals. Some crust types cost more. Prices and participation vary. 10 per order.
The new year is here, and I found the perfect way to shake up our shopping routine. It's Walmart's grocery pickup and delivery.
Oh, yeah?
We get the same prices as in-store, but at Walmart, they do the shopping for you.
So it's like a shopping shortcut.
A very grocery mother who just shops her grocery list so hard.
A secret sauce that makes running errands a cakewalk.
A life hack that hacks your life to get more life out of life.
Nice.
Use code WOWFRESH and get $10 off your first grocery pickup or delivery today. Walmart. Save money, live better. Delivery fee applies. Delivery available in select markets. First order only. $50 minimum. Expires March 31st, 2020. Restrictions apply.
Nature Valley brings that satisfying crunch that gets your family going again with real delicious honey and whole grain oats. So get out here. Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Bars. The original crunch.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
El Centro police are investigating a shooting that occurred Monday morning. The shooting was reported at 11 a.m. in the 1200 block of Vine Street. Initial information indicates a man was shot with a shotgun and was on the ground in front of a house. Witnesses said the three suspects were seen walking away from the scene to the east. They then apparently got into a car driven by a woman. The victim was transported to Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs. No information has been released on his condition. Few details have been released, and the investigation is continuing. Well, the state responds to the Imperial County Declaration. Here's more on that story.
The County Board of Supervisors had issued an emergency declaration. It was sent to the state in October 2019. It declared an emergency at the Salton Sea and demanded the state begin to do something to protect the public from the toxic dust created by the receding lake bed. District 4 Supervisor Ryan Kelly released a letter Tuesday from the California National Resources Agency and the California Environmental Protection Agency. The letter was read into the record for the Board of Supervisors meeting. A letter acknowledges the air quality hazards from the Salton Sea and assures the county that the governor is acting on the requests made in the emergency declaration. Within the letter, the agencies announced that the governor's proposed 2020-2021 budget to be released later in the week confirms the state's commitment to improving conditions at the Salton Sea by proposing an additional $220 million for the Salton Sea Management Program. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:41.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
In other local news, Republican Congressman Duncan Hunter submitted his formal letter of resignation to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and California Governor Gavin Newsom on Tuesday, a month after he pleaded guilty to conspiring to steal campaign funds in federal court. Hunter reversed his previous not guilty plea in federal court in San Diego on December 3rd. After spending months decrying and denying the allegations against him, he was then informed by the Ethics Committee that House rules bar someone from voting when he or she is convicted of a crime that could incur a sentence of 2 or more years. County Board of Supervisors, they got organized yesterday. George Gale was there and filed this story.
A new board chairman was named at the Tuesday board meeting, the first of the board held for the year. Chairman Ryan Kelly turned the gavel over to District 2 Supervisor Luis Plancarte. District 3 Supervisor Michael Kelly was named vice chairman of the board. District 4 Supervisor Ryan Kelly was presented a plaque recognizing him for his service as board chairman in 2019. He was also presented certificates of recognition for his service to the Imperial County from representatives from the offices of Congressman Juan Vargas, State Senator Ben Hueso, and Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
This is what most people's heart rate sounds like when they're getting their taxes done. And this is what it sounds like when you file at H&R Block. Because they've got upfront transparent pricing, so you'll know the price before you begin. And that is my stomach demanding tacos. Upfront transparent pricing. Just another way it's better with Block.
This tax season, go easy on yourself and let H&R Block prepare your taxes for you. Visit any H&R Block location here in the Imperial Valley, Yuma, San Luis, or Blythe.
It's page 2 of the local news and a look at the weather. All brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Taking a look at other local news, Caltrans, the Imperial County Transportation Commission, and the City of El Centro have announced plans to begin construction on the Interstate 8 Imperial Avenue Interchange project. The 2-year project will see the removal of the existing bridge as well as eastbound on and off ramps, and then reconstruct the bridge and the ramps in both directions. Construction will include a new entrance loop ramp from southbound Imperial Avenue to eastbound Interstate 8 and make possible the City of El Centro's extension of Imperial Avenue south of the freeway. The project is expected to begin in late spring or early summer of this year. Take 2 years and carries a price tag, are you ready for this? $42 million. Stage 1 work on the southern portion of Interstate 8 will take 8 to 10 months and will include closures on southbound Imperial Avenue to eastbound I-8 and eastbound I-8 to northbound Imperial Avenue. Stage 2 work on the northern portion of Interstate 8 will take 4 to 6 months and will include fully closing Interstate 8 and Imperial Avenue on and off ramps one direction at a time on a long term. Nighttime full closures of the interchange will also occur up to 5 times during the project. Caltrans invites the community to learn more about the project at an open house on Wednesday, January the 15th, from 4 to 7 p.m. at the El Centro Regional Medical Center's Medical Office Building on Ross Avenue in El Centro. Well, the county approves a contract with the city of Hopeville. Here's more on that story.
The Board of Supervisors acted on the contract Tuesday. The agreement calls for the county sheriff's office to provide 1 administrative sergeant, 5 deputies, and dispatch services for both law enforcement and fire protection. The new agreement is for 5 years with an option to extend for an additional 5 years. City of Hopeville will pay the county just over $1.1 million per year. City of Hopeville had approved and signed the agreement in November 2019. County first agreed to provide Hopeville with law enforcement services in December of 2009. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County District Attorney's Office is asking for help in their investigation into an officer-involved shooting. On Sunday, December 29th, El Centro police responded to the area of Imperial and Main Streets after a man stole knives from a nearby store and told store employees he wanted to kill a police officer. The man, armed with a knife, refused to comply with officers' commands to drop the knife. According to the El Centro police news release, the man was shot with a non-lethal beanbag, actually several rounds that did not appear to slow him down. The man, according to police reports, continued to advance towards officers, who then fired and fatally wounded the man. The district attorney's office is asking that anyone who may have any information regarding the shooting is to contact their office. Investigators are specifically looking for witnesses who may have interacted or seen the victim prior to the police responding to the scene, or anyone who may have actually witnessed the incident. Well, the County Board of Supervisors adopted a meeting calendar yesterday. Here's more on that story.
It is for 2020. Calendar is very similar to last year. A board will meet the first 4 Tuesdays of each month. They will not meet on the Tuesdays immediately following an observed holiday falling on a Monday. The supervisors' proposed dark days for their summer break are July 21st through the 28th of 2020. Proposed because the summer break could be changed. The proposed off-site meetings will be held in Heber, Ocotillo, Palo Verde, Salton City, Winter Haven, and Sealy. First off-site meeting will be in Heber on February 11th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County Board of Supervisors have appointed Jeanette Angulo, the Imperial County Public Health Director. Angulo will take over the department, replacing Robin Hodgkin, who retired on January 2nd of this year after 29 years of service. Angulo had been with the health department since 2003, when she began her career as an administrative analyst. She most recently served as a deputy director of community health. Angulo, a child of migrant farm workers and native of Brawley, received her bachelor's degree and master's of art in public administration from San Diego State University. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Have you received notice that your Medicare health plan is changing or going away? Are you turning 65 soon, or are you newly eligible to Medicare and have questions about your Medicare options? Then give David or Jose a call at David H. West Insurance to learn about the ABCs of Medicare. Don't delay. Call David H. West Insurance Services now at 760-352-3411. That's 760-352-3411. That's David H. West Insurance.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, dry and seasonably warm conditions will continue today with the passage of a disturbance to the north. Another upper-level disturbance should then pass through the region Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. A prolonged period of below normal temperatures is expected late this week, through the weekend, and into the early part of next week. 72 our high yesterday, 37 the low. It'll be sunny today with a high near 72. Light wind becoming southwest about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 44. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 68. West wind 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. And we have 43 degrees downtown, 52% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southeast at 327 miles an hour. Your border waits, downtown Calexico, it's a 2-hour wait, no waiting century, an hour and a half pedestrian. Eastport, it's an hour wait there. 10-minute century, an hour at the ready lane. Page 2 of the local news and the weather. Brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, we're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options. I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Thick Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice-cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice-cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time. Sports time brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company, Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. That's where you'll find Imperial's Do-It Centers, and they have what you need when you need it. NBA action. It was the Pistons getting by the Cavaliers, 115-113. Meanwhile, the Trailblazers nipped the Raptors 101-99. Thunder topped the Nets 111-103 in overtime. Grizzlies rolled. They beat the Timberwolves 119-112. Kings clobbered the Suns 114-103. And the Lakers, well, they beat up on the Knicks 117-87. But Anthony Davis left the Lakers game against the Knicks in the third quarter after he bruised his lower back in a fall to the court. KXO Sports Time is 7:53.
Planning a home improvement project? Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our do-it centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtfield to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Think only national chains are open every day? Think again. Imperial Do-It Centers are available 7 days a week to serve you.
And in the NFL, the Giants are finalizing a deal. They're looking to sign New England Patriots wide receivers coach Joe Judge to become the Giants' next head coach. Yeah, okay. And, Matt Rule is the Carolina Panthers' new coach. Yeah, he picked up a 7-year, $60 million deal. Rule had, he was at Baylor most recently. And NFL action continues this weekend with divisional playoff games. The Vikings and the 49ers, followed by the Titans and the Ravens on Saturday. Sunday, it's an 11:30 a.m. kickoff, actually pregame with the Texans and the Chiefs, followed by the Seahawks and the Packers. Yeah, we've got game. All of the games right here on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by the Imperial Hardware Company Do-It Centers in El Centro, Holtville, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from your friends at Imperial Hardware Company.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and weather is next. It is brought to you by Styles and Smiles, complete salon services. Call for an appointment or you can walk in. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue, right by Cardenas Market in El Centro. U.S. stocks recovered from overnight losses and were edging higher on early trading today in the aftermath of attacks by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard. The attacks in retaliation for last week's killing of General Qasem Soleimani by U.S. forces. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 44 points on early trading to 28,622. The S&P 500 is at 3246, up 9 points. And the NASDAQ Composite up 26 points at 9,095. Tehran's military response, firing more than a dozen missiles at Iraqi military bases that house U.S. troops briefly rattled financial markets in after-hours trade, but the moves in stocks, bonds, and commodities quickly moderated as investors reassessed the chances of a broader conflict. Fears were tempered by tweets from Iran's foreign minister, who said via Twitter that Iran didn't seek further escalation, but would defend ourselves against any aggression.
It's a new year, and Styles and Smiles wants you to look your best. But first, you need to make an appointment by calling 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Now, Styles and Smiles is a complete salon specializing hair, nails, cosmetics. And if it's time for a change, let Styles and Smiles transform your ordinary into extraordinary with their expert stylists. Bring the whole family because they do it all. Call now and make an appointment at 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 72. Light winds turning southwest about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 44. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 68. West winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. We have 44 degrees downtown, 51% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southeast at 3 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles. Here to make you look your best. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue, right by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
Every morning, residents of the Imperial and Coachella Valleys wake up. They drop children off at school. They start their workday. They open for business. Every day, they rely on the secure power provided by the Imperial Irrigation District. Energy, an everyday essential, delivered at affordable rates by a public power provider, committed to its customers. IID knows what matters, and what matters is you. IID, where customers always come first.
CBS News is coming up. After that, we've got more of the best oldies on the radio.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. We're about to hear from President Trump for the first time since Iran fired ballistic missiles at 2 bases in Iraq that house American forces. CBS's Holly Williams in Baghdad.
Iraq's military says that it suffered no casualties. And remember, they work very closely with American troops here. But so far, there's been no official word from the U.S. side.
From the Pentagon, CBS's David Martin.
There is speculation over here, and it's only speculation, that the Iranians were aiming to miss. In other words, they wanted to fire on these bases. One particular base, Al-Assad, that's the base where the drones which killed Qasem Soleimani came from.
White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
The president last night signaled he wasn't particularly angered by the Iranian strike. All is well, he tweeted, adding, so far so good with respect to the damage assessments. That despite what he said just hours earlier about a possible Iranian response to the killing of Qasem Soleimani.
If Iran does anything that they shouldn't be doing, they're going to be suffering the consequences, and very strongly.
He added this.
We're prepared to attack if we have to, as retribution.
Officials say the military action in Iran was not related to the crash of a Ukrainian jetliner just after takeoff from Tehran. CBS's Chris Van Cleve says everyone on board died.
Most of the 176 on board were Iranian, but among the dead are 63 Canadians. No Americans were on board. Whatever went wrong happened fast, within just a few minutes of taking off for Kiev.
House Republicans are stepping up the pressure on Speaker Nancy Pelosi to turn over the articles of impeachment to the Senate. Arizona's Andy Biggs.
There is not anybody except for Nancy Pelosi who thinks what she's doing is correct. She is all on an island by herself.
And Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell says he's got the votes in hand to push ahead with an impeachment trial. The American Cancer Society reports the largest ever one-year decline in the U.S. cancer death rate in numbers from 2016 to 17. CBS News contributor Dr. David Agus says much of the credit goes to advances in lung cancer treatments.
We saw a dramatic drop, over 2%, and the reason for that is much better treatments. We have molecular targeted therapy, we have immunotherapy, and we have earlier detection of lung cancer.
There was also a significant drop reported in melanoma deaths. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 32 points. The NASDAQ is ahead 5 points, and the S&P 500 is up 4. This is CBS News.
Capital One is reimagining banking, offering accounts with no fees or minimums that can be opened in 5 minutes. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
This new year, don't settle for reaching just one milestone. Chase something more and unleash the best version of yourself with Peloton. Peloton has live, high-intensity classes from world-class instructors and workout playlists that'll keep you coming back for more. You'll love the ease of taking classes in your very own home. Peloton is the perfect way to ring in the new year, and one subscription is good for the whole family. Terms apply. Visit onepeloton.com or your local showroom to learn more.
The new year is here, and I found the perfect way to shake up our shopping routine. It's Walmart's grocery pickup and delivery.
Oh, yeah?
We get the same prices as in-store, but at Walmart, they do the shopping for you.
So it's like a shopping shortcut.
A very grocery mother who just shops her grocery list so hard.
A secret sauce that makes running errands a cakewalk.
A life hack that hacks your life to get more life out of life.
Nice.
Use code WOWFRESH and get $10 off your first grocery pickup or delivery today. Walmart. Save money, live better. Delivery fee applies. Delivery available in select markets. First order only. $50 minimum. Expires March 31st, 2020. Restrictions apply.
California's governor is seeking $750 million in state money to help pay rent for people facing homelessness. The governor's also directed the state to provide 100 travel trailers and modular tents to cities and counties that meet certain criteria. Well, the legal smoke has yet to clear from a deadly wildfire more than 3 years ago in Tennessee.
A federal judge has ruled survivors of a wildfire that killed 14 people can sue the National Park Service for failing to warn them of the danger. The fire that damaged more than 2,500 homes and caused $2 billion in damage started in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park near Gatlinburg, Thanksgiving week of 2016. Park rangers decided to try and contain the fire rather than attack it directly, despite high wind warnings and dry conditions. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
The payroll firm ADP reports companies added 202,000 jobs last month, with small and mid-sized companies doing most of the hiring. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Here is some great news. If you missed the deadline to sign up for health insurance, or if you sign up for a plan that you're just not happy with, you still have a choice. It's called MediShare. It's the affordable alternative to health insurance. And it's worked beautifully for 25 years. They have more than 400,000 members now around the country. MediShare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry, and over the years, members have shared over $3 billion of each other's medical bills, so they could help share your needs too. And best of all, you could save a lot of money with MediShare. The typical savings for a family is about $500 a month. Your savings could be more or less, but think about what you could do with that extra money every month. You're not stuck with a high-cost health plan. You can join MediShare anytime, so call them today and check it out. Here's the number to find out more, and there's no pressure. They are super easy to talk to. Call 866-88-BIBLE. That's 866-88-BIBLE. 866-88-BIBLE.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230
This is an ugly candy bar. Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away. We're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.